her head is actually kind of attached like a jack-in-the-box, with a little dangly thing, right?
She's got a round head, right?
Yeah, which is great. Hers actually oval because it was pinched. It was pinched in a printing press when she was young.
And she only has one ear.
Well, that's the thing. She's sensitive about that. Okay.
Right.
Because she cut it off.
Because she got through the roller, it got stuck. So it was just
the roller really has nothing to do with it because her father actually was a steamroller back in the day. She was traumatized, and she really has nothing to do with the family business because if she gets involved with the family business, then she has to trade in her family jewels for
because everyone's trying to get into her family jewels.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, she would have to give up her own jewels for the family jewels. That can't happen. So basically, what she decided is that she would create this act. This is an incredible. She came up with this. She figured, hey, if I can't get involved in the family business, I got an act that I want to try to pitch, right? So. She takes her act to one of the highest producers in the biz that puts on acts.
The Hollywood biz.
Hollywood Reporter. Exactly.
There you go. Right.
Exactly. Thing is, though, her and her street lawyer get together to make sure it's all squeaky clean.
Because she's behaving like a
little twat.
Something dragon.
She's a little twat dragon. With
with a tattoo.
Well, she doesn't get the tattoo till the end of her act, and I'm getting to that. So, but she has been branded with
flaming horns. You take what you do is you take.
She's been branded.
I remind you, she's a little twat.
Have you ever?
She's a little twat.
Have you ever seen a clothes hanger?
Horns. There you go.
Have you ever seen a clothes hanger? All right. Have you ever seen a clothes hanger? All right. So this is the start of the act.
I need a Sharpie.
She takes a clothes hanger, and she puts it. She lights a fire on stage, and burns that. As a candle. She burns a candle and takes a clothes hanger and bends it into a shape which might be interesting to some, but not interesting to others.
Well, it kind of looks like Cocoa Pops.
Yes. So she takes this clothes hanger and wraps it into a twirling design. This is the act. She comes in, she spins it around and twists the clothes hanger until it reaches just a really nice design. And she lights a fire on stage. And she increases to get the fire up. It is hot. And she puts the clothes hanger in that. And immediately upon the time that she gets the clothes hanger hot, she lets the clothes hanger sit.
What the fuck did you do to the Sharpie?
She takes her clothes off. She takes all of her clothes off and immediately starts rubbing her vagina.
This is the vagina monologues.
No, this is the girl. This is the girl with the crutches. She's on the crutches. She walks out and she can't really walk. Here, can you film?
Yeah, I gotta film.
Demonstrate. Let him
demonstrate.
She walks out on the crutches, and
she's on. But mind you, that she's on death row.
And immediately upon getting off of her crutches, she starts to take her clothes off naked and rubs her own vagina. She standing there on a crutch, getting herself off.
So she's doing a vagina monologue, basically.
No, she's twiddling her clit. She's twiddling her clit while, on a crutch because she only has one leg. Her other leg is a Stone Age stone from the basis of nowhere, and she continues to rub her vagina in such a way that it starts undulating. She starts undulating in a crutchy sort of way. And she immediately takes the poker out of the fire and plasters that right across her naked chest.
While the dog is actually sucking on her nipples, okay?
There you go.
And it's fascinating. She's got the naked poker just kind of titillating her skin. The dog is there sucking off the nipples. The father's fingering the dog in the ass.
Her tits.
This is phenomenal because the father is there. He's fingering the dog in the ass. I've never seen anything like it because the dog is actually gyrating while he's sucking her nipples. And the dog is urinating on this woman. And mind you, she's in crutches. So the urine actually travels off the body like Sim City.
Well, there's a child in the show, because it's a family show, and the child comes up to the hip of this woman as she's burning her chest, and the father over here is pissing upon her neck, and she starts to drink this child starts to drink the piss off of the hip of this young. It's a child. It's 5 years old. It's a well-trained child. It's a well-trained child. The child.
It's been through the proper training that it would need to do all this.
And it starts drinking the piss from the hip of the cripple.
And it's interesting because while the dog is gargling the piss. Mm-hmm. He's still filming. He's still filming. The dog is gargling the piss, but he swallows. And actually, it turns out that he doesn't ejaculate the ingevity.
The dog does not totally ejaculate.
They're in the middle of a human centipede, and
it's because they've been following the hypnotic clambake clarinet player all around.
Well, obviously, the hypnotic clambake clarinet player, Thunder Body, juxtaposition, visionary ensemble quadrille is so evident that the pretzel rod comes shooting out of the dog's ass, right through the mother's urethra. Okay,
exactly.
Splits it right open. Like this. Right through the neck. Splits it right open. She keels over.
And the son gives birth to Eleanor Rigby. I've never seen anything like it.
Right.
And what do they call the act?
So what do you call this act?
Well, actually,
when I'm 64.
Well, well, actually, once the child becomes a codfish. This is very interesting because the child actually de-develops. He once was a being, and he becomes kind of
He devolves.
flake of time. He devolves, and he's this undulating codfish that flaps, and the producer just standing there, just looking at a flapping fish on the ground.
It's like unbelievable.
And he wonders what should he call this act? Well, the fish is flapping. It's like this. Fish is flapping. The fish actually rises from the flap. It's like this. Erects itself. Flaps though. It flaps from the erection into a bag of Cracker Jacks. I swear to God, into a bag of Cracker Jacks. The producer picks it up. He has a couple Cracker Jacks. He reaches the bag. He finds an actual little thing in the Cracker Jack. It's a little surprise. He tears the foliage. And he reads The Aristocrats.
Get it?